Chapter 3 Shadows of Ambition. The Magic Academy's courtyard glowed under the morning sun, its marble flagstones etched with runes that shimmered with mana, like veins pulsing beneath a living earth. DJ stood among his fellow students, his shadow ring a steady hum on his wrist, anchoring the vibrant energy that coursed through him. The air carried the sweet scent of jasmine from enchanted vines climbing the academy's spires, mingling with the faint buzz of mana-driven fountains that danced in intricate patterns. At 13, DJ felt a spark of confidence kindled by his father's approval in the Glen. But the weight of his SS-ranked mana and unique shadow affinity drew whispers from his peers. "I'm not just the odd one out anymore," he thought, his green eyes scanning the crowd with quiet resolve. "I'm DJ, the Shadow Mage. Time to show them what I can do." But Brandon's overheard remark about a student sharing his father's name lingered, a puzzle that stirred both hope and unease. A sibling? I need to know. Professor Mark of Salem strode into the courtyard, his robes billowing in a breeze of his own making, his lined face commanding attention. "Quiet, all of you," he called, his voice warm but firm, cutting through the students' chatter. "Today we begin mana control, channeling your affinity with precision, not power. Pair up and summon a stable form of your magic. No theatrics, control is your foundation." DJ's shifted, his stomach tightening. Who will want to work with me after the test? His shadow affinity had marked him as an anomaly, the first of its kind, with mana that grew without effort, a fact that left even the headmaster reeling. The students shuffled into pairs, some casting curious glances, others avoiding his gaze. Luke, the fire-wielding sea-ranker with a mop of red hair, smirked and stepped forward. "Hey, Shadow Boy, bet you can't keep those creepy shadows in check. Pair with me, I'll show you how fire's done right." DJ's jaw tightened, but a grin tugged at his lips. "You're on, Luke," he replied, his tone light but firm. "Just don't whine when my shadows snuff out your sparks." From Emma's perspective, DJ was a mystery she couldn't ignore. The D-ranked healer adjusted her spectacles, her auburn braids swaying as she watched the exchange from a few paces away. "He's got nerve," she thought, pairing with Joni, whose earth magic promised a calm practice. "Shadows are nothing I've studied, but that control? He's no novice." Her own high mana healing gift, a burden as much as a blessing, drove her to prove herself in this academy of prodigies. "He's like me, pushing against limits. Maybe we could learn from each other." DJ and Luke faced off in a rune-etched training circle, the crowd's murmurs fading as they began. "Show me then," Luke challenged, summoning a flame that danced on his palm, its heat searing DJ's skin from a distance. "Let's see those shadows." DJ took a deep breath, the ring on his wrist pulsing softly. "Here we go," he said, extending his hand. "Shadow, rise as a vine." A slender tendril of darkness coiled upward, smooth and controlled, curling toward Luke's flame with a whispering hiss. Luke snorted, flicking his fire to meet it. "Burn that thing." The flame flared, but the shadow absorbed it, dimming the light with a soft thrum. Gasps rippled through the onlookers, and Luke's smirk faltered. "Lucky shot. Try this." He hurled a larger fireball, its heat searing DJ's skin from a distance. "Shield, now!" DJ commanded, weaving a barrier of swerving darkness that swallowed the flame whole. "I'm doing this," he thought, his confidence surging like a tide. "Your turn, Luke. Hit me again." Luke's face reddened, his voice sharp. "You asked for it." A volley of sparks erupted, each one crackling with intent. DJ countered with a flurry of shadow tendrils, their movements precise as they parried each spark, the ring keeping his mana steady. The crowd grew, students whispering about the Shadow Mage who matched a fire wielder blow for blow. From Mark's perspective, DJ's skill was a revelation. He's wielding shadows like a master, and it's only his first day. That ring, self-made perhaps, a tool to stabilize such raw power? His years as an army healer had honed his eye for talent, and DJ's display was unprecedented. The headmaster must monitor this closely. It's historic, and potentially volatile. "Enough," Mark called, stepping into the circle. "Well done, both of you. DJ, your control is exceptional. Luke, focus on precision, not temper." Luke scowled but nodded, while DJ exhaled, relief mingling with pride. "I didn't just hold my own. I stood out." Emma approached as the pairs dispersed, her curiosity overriding her reserve. "That was incredible," she said, her voice warm but measured. "Your shadows, they're like nothing I've seen. How do you keep them so steady? My healing magic drains me, even with practice." DJ smiled, topping the shadow ring. "This helps. It's like a dam, holding the shadows back so I don't lose control. Healing sounds tough. What's it like for you?" "Like pouring my soul into someone else," she admitted, her eyes bright. "Exhausting, but it saves lives. Want to train together sometime? Push each other to get better?" "I'd like that," DJ replied, warmth spreading through him. "You're not what I expected. A healer with fire in her soul." She laughed, a bright, clear sound. "And you're more than Shadow Mage. Deal?" "Deal," he agreed, feeling a spark of connection. "A friend. Maybe I belong here after all." In Monarch, Bruce oversaw the butcher shop's construction, the plot alive with the rhythmic thud of hammers and the hum of wind magic as hunters hauled timber. "Make it sturdy, with space for storage," he told Torrin, the contractor, his voice steady but kind. "I want local hunters employed, their games sold affordably to help the town." From Bruce's perspective, this shop was a legacy for DJ, a foundation for their new life in Monarch. His SS-ranked secret felt lighter since the spar, but Lisa's blue hair and guarded eyes haunted him. She knows something, he thought, glancing toward the market where they met. Could she be tied to my past, to the children I never found? His heart ached at the thought of siblings DJ might have, lost to his years of wandering. Lisa lingered near a stall, her worn cloak blending with the crowd as she watched Bruce. "He's as generous as I remember," she thought, clutching a pendant hidden beneath her collar, a keepsake from a night long ago, when a mercenary's kindness had been her salvation. "But if I tell him who I am, what I left behind, will he forgive me?" Her weak wind magic stirred a breeze to mask her trembling. "Not yet. I need to be certain." At the academy, the class moved to a lecture hall, its walls lined with tomes glowing with preservation spells. A new instructor entered, a tall, cloaked woman with eyes like shadowed pools. "I am Professor Vera," she announced, her voice low and resonant. "I study rare affinities. DJ, stay after class. Your shadows intrigue me." DJ's stomach twisted, but he nodded. "Yes, Professor," he said, his confidence wavering. "What does she know about my magic?" After a lesson on mana control, which DJ aced with precise shadow forms, Feyrud beckoned him to a corner. "Shadows are rare," she said, her gaze piercing. "Centuries ago, they cloaked armies, turned battles, but they drew fear, envy from those who couldn't understand. You must master them fully, or they could master you. How did you discover this gift?" "By accident, in the forest, practicing alone. I made this ring to keep them in check. I'm learning, not afraid." Vera's lips curved slightly. "Wise, but be vigilant. Your power will draw eyes, not all friendly." Her words lingered as she dismissed him, a warning that echoed in his mind. From Vera's perspective, DJ was a spark in a powder keg. His mana rivals the greatest mages, yet he's so young. If he's not guided, the lords will fear him, or worse. At lunch in the open-air hall, DJ caught Brandon by the tables, the clatter of plates mingling with enchanted lanterns' hum. "You mentioned a student with my father's name," he said urgently. "What do you know?" "Just a rumor. Kid named Corin, from a coastal kingdom. Same last name as you. Heard it from a trader." "Why so interested?" "It's family," DJ replied, his heart racing. "Where's this Corin?" "No clue." Brandon shrugged. "Ask around. Portals bring kids from everywhere." DJ sat beside Emma, his mind churning. "My dad told me he might have other kids out there," he confided, his voice low. "Mistakes from his mercenary days. If this Corin's real, I have to find them." Emma's eyes softened, her healer instinct sensing his turmoil. "That's a lot to carry," she said, pushing her tray aside. "My family's just me and my ma, scraping to buy to afford this place. My mana is a blessing, but it's heavy. Takes so much to control. I get wanting answers. Want to help searching?" DJ smiled, gratitude warming him. "Yeah, I'd like that. You're tougher than you look, Emma." She grinned. "And you're more than shadows. We'll figure this out together."